The opinions in this podcast are solely those of the creators and do not reflect the opinions of the filmmakers involved. If you are of legal drinking age, feel free to have a drink with us, but please do drink responsibly. You're listening to Cole-astic Cinema.
Oh, what's in the box?
I've got 1 round.
Hey, don't open that! It's an alien planet! Is there air? You don't know!
With your host, Fabian Salazar.
I'm in a stall in a bathroom. It's like, I said just a second, bitch!
And Cole Butterfield.
And then, first of all, then it's like, so it took Stifler to walk around to canvass the area, I guess, because nobody fucking else did.
Where we talk about movies, most of the time.
Twizzlers!
Twizz me up.
Twist me up inside.
Can't twizz up.
Twist me up inside.
Twizz me.
Twist my name and save me from lasers.
So come along for a ride and have fun.
I'm a very, very, very strong man. Sleep is for the weak, then a god am I.
I am a paladin, then.
I'm an agent of sleep.
And you know the thing about sleep? It's fair.
No, it's not.
No, it's very much not. Sleep is not fair.
You can sleep sleep until like 12 o'clock in the afternoon sometimes, before you start getting yourself on a sleep schedule.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I would fall asleep at like 6, so it made no difference.
So Rob's Rob can go to bed at 11, 12 o'clock at night and then not wake up until 12 o'clock the next day.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the biggest difference is if I'm waking up around noon or 1 o'clock, it's because I didn't fall asleep until 5 or 6 in the morning.
No, no. If I didn't fall asleep until 5 or 6 in the morning, 9 o'clock at the latest. That's all right, well, time to get the day started, even though we just barely went to bed.
I mean, that was me on Saturday. Even after I dropped you off and got home, it was 1:40, 2 o'clock. I still didn't fall asleep until 3:30, and then got up at fucking 8.
I stayed awake long enough for you to say, "Hey," I'm like, "Awesome, great."
Yeah.
I'm dead, and now it's time to wake up again. This time I slept. Oh God, this weekend fucking sucked.
You know what doesn't suck?
Oh my God. Oh, insert bad ex-girlfriend joke.
That too, but the 2001 movie Evolution.
It does not suck.
It does not suck.
Contrary to what it is rated.
It is amazing. And if you liked Evolution, let us know in the comments. And if you have any movies that you'd like us to watch, please leave a comment on either our Instagram or YouTube. And when we have other platforms up, we'll let you know where to leave comments for those too. But in the meantime, Evolution was one of my childhood memory movies. Watched it on repeat, seen it 1,000 times, but this is the first time I'm going to be watching it with a critical eye. Ooh.
It's also a childhood movie of mine as well. It's one of the few DVDs that we had, and it was, unfortunately, we had the cheaper version of the DVD, so none of the behind the scenes and the commentary, just pure movie.
And it's got 2 buttons: play or turn off DVD player.
They got play, the menu, so you can that weird chapters where you can pick out where to remember
scene selection.
Yeah, scene selection where it's we're gonna start right over here. It's that why out of all places to start would you all right, let's just go with that. But no, it's definitely one of mine. This is gonna be my first time watching it, honestly, in years. So with a critical perspective and with an adult perspective. Well, adult in very loose terms.
Very loose terms. All right, let's see. So, Evolution. It was directed by Ivan Reitman.
Mm-hmm.
It was written by Don Jacoby, David Diamond, and David Weissman. It stars David Duchovny. A lot of Davids.
Just not a lot of D's.
A lot of D's.
You
D.
got Don, David, Diamond, David,
Duchovny.
David, Duchovny, Dan, Aykroyd.
All right. Stars David Duchovny, Orlando Jones, Sean William Scott.
Orlando. More D's. That's a fucking conspiracy.
The D's in these movies. They're big, they're hard, and they're coming for you. All right. David Duchovny, Orlando Jones, Sean William Scott, Julianne Moore, Ted Levine, Ty Burrell, Dan Aykroyd, and a whole bunch of others.
That's another D.
Ted Levine. It was filmed in Arizona and a lot of parts of California, mainly in the deserty areas near Yellowstone, right? Was it Not Yellowstone. No.
No, I think it was in like a Page, Arizona,
Yeah. By Lake Powell.
by Lake Powell.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
close to Kane County
Right.
in Utah.
It was made for $80 million.
Hmm.
Domestically made back $38 million.
Ooh,
But worldwide gross was $98 million. So they made their money back in the worldwide gross, which was good.
worldwide gross.
Worldwide gross. The worldwide gross.
Get off of me! Stop touching me. It also stars a few other few people. Yeah, like Ty Burrell. This is his first like movie. Like this is his film debut, which I completely forgot that he was in that. I also forgot I looked it up. There's also Kyle Gass is in this.
He is, yeah.
John Cho is in this, and
John Cho's in this?
yeah, he plays one of the students.
Oh, so he's just like a background actor.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, and Sarah Silverman's in this.
Oh yeah, Sarah Silverman. Yeah, she's the ex.
She's the ex. Yeah,
Nice.
they're also in there. Like it's
We also got Ethan Suplee back when he was a big boy, a large
yeah.
lad. He's now a jacked fucking brick shithouse of a man.
he okay, so I always confused him with the guy who played Bulk in the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers TV series. I always thought that he was the exact same guy. He is not, and I've now since looked it up, and that guy is actually Paul Schreier. They look completely different, and young Cole is a complete and total fucking idiot. I'm like, oh, it's the guy from Power Rangers. He's now in fucking Evolution. Or sorry, I was a kid. It's the guy from Power Rangers. He's now in oh boy, he's in Evolution.
I can see it.
Oh yeah, just all in my defense, all you white people look the same.
What are you saying, you white people to me, you dumbass?
Part of you.
All right, I guess not dumbass. I meant jackass. Sorry.
Jackass, come on.
Excuse me.
That was an intelligent thing for me to say. To just blanket say that people look the fucking same. Very, very smart.
Yeah.
Much
That's a
knowledge.
very smart comment.
Very smart comment. Insightful. Stinging.
Educated.
Edumacated. Deep education.
Like I'm just using these boxes as a trash can.
I mean, I get it.
I don't have a trash can yet.
Yeah, what? That's the next thing to throw on the list. Trash can.
I'm buying a trash can. Just bring my big ass recycling thing. Well, then my room's gonna get overflooded with empty water bottles. Or it won't.
You shouldn't be using water bottles. Just like, come on, man. Plastics.
Well, I have my hydro flask. It'll be fine.
Should be using that.
But I use that at work, and then it's empty, and then I have to refill it. I have to refill it like 7 times a day instead of 4 times a day. It's so much.
It's so rough.
It's too
I could
much.
fill up my hydro flask straight in my house 7 times a day. Other people have to walk miles uphill both ways.
Eat more Twizzlers, goddammit.
Twizzlers!
Twizz me up.
Twist me up inside.
Can't twizz up.
Twist me up inside.
Twizz me.
Twist my name and save me from losers. It's a nice solid thud.
This is a very loud desk.
Yeah. It just seems unnecessary.
As a desk that's made out of nothing but metal and glass.
Nothing but metal
Nothing but rock and metal.
and glass.
What do you got next?
What do I got next? Mostly just pointing out the fact that those guys were actually in this. Like, I'm excited to see that. Trivia was kind of slim. It was kind of slim because IMDb and other movie rating services, this is a low rated movie, like a lot of Ivan Reitman's movies actually are.
I saw that. It's only got a 6.1 on IMDb.
Yeah, and if you look at a lot of Ivan Reitman's stuff, because he's a guy who did, because he passed away in 2022.
Yeah.
Did a lot of just comedy movies, and a lot of them are just 5.6, 6 point this, 4 point this, and it got me doing a slight, I wouldn't say deep dive, but just a very curious dive into what are what's the highest rated comedy. So I started off just through IMDb, just because I was looking through stuff on that, and I kind of found myself getting a little upset. I don't want to say upset, but just annoyed, because a lot of things are listed as comedy weren't comedies themselves, but just had comedic evidence or comedic elements behind it, to where it's like, oh yeah, it's like, oh no, this is a comedy. It's like oh, one of the better comedy movies is Into the Spider-Verse. I'm like, that's not a comedy movie. It just has funny aspects behind it.
Yeah, it's just like modern television with like Nurse Jackie and all that shit. Like,
Yeah.
or if that's even a show anymore, I don't fucking
It's
know.
not. No, it hasn't been a show for years, man.
Okay, well, I was
You're getting old.
yeah,
Not me. You.
Well, also The Martian.
Yeah.
But that was also like, what, 2017?
Yeah.
Or some shit. But yeah, it's basically a drama, but it's got comedy elements,
Yeah.
so they get best comedy. It makes no fucking
Yeah,
sense.
because it's like, okay, I'm looking up things in the comedy genre. It's like, well, this has comedy elements. I'm like, that's not a fucking comedy. I can't remember like what the worst offender was, but like, God, it was like one of, like a lot of them was like, oh, it's like, oh, teen comedy, teen drama. It's like, that's not what this is even. Like Back to the Future on IMDb. Back to the Future is the top rated comedy movie, like in the comedy genre. Back to the Future. That is not a comedy. It's an action adventure movie. It's an adventure movie. It's a teen adventure movie. It's not a fucking comedy. It just happens to be kind of funny. It's not even that funny or intentionally funny. And now I'm getting really pissed off thinking about this fucking thing that I looked at, because this shouldn't be like 6 stars out of 10. Like for fucking.
It does have a lot of really good comedic beats, though.
I mean, yeah, it does, but I wouldn't call it a comedy. Like, that's like, oh, like, hey, let's watch this comedy movie, Back to the Future. Like, no one's like, hey, let's watch a funny movie. Like, there's certain movies that you think about that.
It's like a time travel comedy.
Yeah, it's a time travel teen. It's a time travel teen adventure.
Time travel.
Because he's
comedic teen adventure. Come on.
Kind of. I just don't know if I'd tag. I don't know if I'd tag comedy as like a descriptor onto that.
Yeah,
because it's not like it's not an intentional comedy. Like with like The Hangover is an intentional comedy. The one that just came out with Jennifer Lawrence is an intentional comedy. I can't remember the name of it. But that also
Fools Rush In.
Fools Rush In. There's Selma Hayek and Matthew Perry.
No, that was the one with Jennifer Lawrence.
No. It's got a different name.
No, that's it.
It's not Fools Rush. Oh no.
Yeah, it's Fools Rush In.
No, because I guarantee there's no point in time where they did have Elvis singing Fools Rush In, or like make it all Elvis themed, where it's getting married in Vegas and they have the big old fucking thing on the Hoover Dam, like they do in Fools Rush In, starring Matthew Perry. It's Selma Hayek. It's not that one. It's just like no big deal, or don't bother me, don't judge me, don't something or other. Even then, it's a comedy, and it's only got like a six rating, which makes, I don't know how you can make a good comedy. Like Deadpool was listed on there as well as a comedy. 8, like out of an 8, but I also don't think, even though Deadpool is funny, I wouldn't call it a comedy. At least I don't think I would. Like,
I have to like mute all my audio because I can still hear my leg chewing.
Yep, nope, we can hear it right there, man. Just another testament to how good these goddamn mics are.
All right. I'm almost done eating this.
Jesus Christ.
They're just too good. I love Twizzlers. I'm getting into the zone, all right?
I know.
Getting into the zone. I got one of my favorite snacks, one of my favorite movies. We're talking about comedy movies that aren't comedy movies.
But they're just listed as comedies. I'm like, I haven't seen Poor Things, which was listed as like one of the more like well-received comedies.
Is it a comedy, though?
I don't know. I haven't seen it. I kind of doubt that it is, because it's actually won some Oscars, which happened yesterday as it
Is
was recording.
Othello a comedy?
Is anything Shakespeare does actually a fucking comedy? No.
Is the Divine Comedy really comedy?
Yes. Actually, the Divine Comedy actually is comedy when it comes to this shit is hilarious.
What is comedy, though? We're getting too philosophical. This is evolution. Let's get back to evolution.
Oh no, we're falling into that pattern of trying to go deeper for when it comes to just objectively dumb but fun movies.
Let's get back to evolution. Yeah. This movie, like I said, it would just be my repeat movie. I had to watch it at least once a day, and like I don't know. I always identified with Orlando Jones. I thought he was my favorite character in the whole movie.
Yeah. Interesting. Honestly, my favorite character was David Duchovny.
Yeah, I mean, he gets the girl. He's the main character.
Not even that. I just
protagonist.
found him just compelling as a character, just because he was this guy trying to do stuff, which we'll get into after we watch the movie and talk about it. But
Right.
Like had all this stuff going for him, and then just has to fall so far down where he's pretty much just doing like.
You're gonna give
community
yourself
college.
the Kane madness if you don't slow down.
If you don't slow down.
The Kane. I think she's trying to get a bit of the Kane madness.
And Dan Aykroyd makes a face like he fucking understands.
Oh,
Right.
I totally know what that is.
The sex.
Yes, I too have the sex.
All right. So anyway, speaking of this dumb, stupid fucking comedy that I'm going to enjoy every second of watching, and it's going to be like Galaxy Quest all over again, where it's just us just rehashing our favorite bits. Trivia wise, this actually started off as a more serious movie, like a more serious script, a more serious screenplay, which honestly, I'm kind of curious about what that would play like. Like this seems like a great premise for like a serious sci-fi thriller.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah, this could be really good if
Maybe
it was
the
seriously.
maybe it was the Alien sequel. Excuse me, I'm cutting that. Maybe it was the Alien sequel to Alien Resurrection, because they're supposed to end up back at Earth.
Yeah. Which, well, even then, like what they're originally planning on doing when it comes to like the final big old like final evolution of the alien, it's supposed to be a more humanoid thing, but they can figure out a way to make it like as scary, so they went for the giant cell thing when it came to that. But it was supposed to be taken a lot more seriously until they got Ivan Reitman, who just does all these goddamn comedies. He was like, I kind of want to make it a bit more like Ghostbusters, so he gets in David Diamond and David Weissman. And they do such a fun and great job with it. The original writer, Don Jacoby, just like...
The good D&D, not the D&D that ruined Game of Thrones.
Yeah, not the D&D that ruined Game of Thrones, no. But yeah, the original writer's like, this is actually a really fun take on what I was doing. I'm going to stick around and like work on the script and everything with you guys, because it's such an excellent, interesting take on my super serious sci-fi thriller, which I still kind of want to see. I want to see the dark, gritty remake of Evolution.
What? Say that again.
I wanna see
Sorry,
the
I was
dark-
fucking with my microphone.
I mean, actually, we're due for it. It's been long enough.
Well, it was my microphone, so it's not going to be picked up in yours.
Oh
So
yeah, no.
I'll just
yeah.
cut. I'll just cut it out.
cut out your nonsense. But no, I want the dark.
Whatever the fuck I'm doing over here, not
You're
paying
just
attention.
fucking dicking off.
I am dicking
It's
off.
be another Cole Rambles episode.
Cole's rambling, and I'm dicking off.
Brace yourselves, guys.
It's
Apologies.
not jacking off or whacking off. I'm dicking off.
I don't know what I do. Whack a guy off.
What do you want me to do? Whack a guy, off a guy, whack off a guy? Because I'm married.
Yeah. Ah, man. See, I don't have a lot of notes on this,
No, I don't
like
either.
except for like alternate castings.
We need
that
to
they
get our
considered.
shit together when it comes to the preamble.
I know, well, especially when it comes to movies that we both like.
It's like either we know so much about it that we want to share for the back half. We don't want to
Yeah.
like, oh, we haven't watched it yet. We don't want any spoilers. So if anybody listening, and if you do listen, and then pause at the ad break and watch the movie and then come back to it, kudos to you. I will mail you a free Cole-astic Cinema sticker. Let us know in the comments. But if but like in reality, like we could be getting into a little bit more behind the scenes shit in the preamble, but I don't know. We're still figuring it out. We're only 21, 22 episodes in at this point.
Oh my God, is this our 21st episode?
Something like that.
That's the same age to be able to drink. Oh my God, it's all coming full circle.
Holy shit, it is our 21st because Predator was an added episode. Yeah, this is our 21st episode.
Whoa. Serendipitous.
And when we get
connections,
to episode
numbers.
50, that will be a special occasion. Every 50 episodes, we will do a special event, and we'll let you know what movie we're watching, and maybe we'll even get a poll going for what you guys want us to watch for our 50, 100, 150, 100 mess.
We also got to do one special episode for 69.
Oh, well, of course.
With the amount, like with just how
We're just going to end up watching porn. But
the
the first porn
this
ever...
week on Cole-astic Cinema, Cole and Fabian
The
are
first
reviewing
porno
Debbie Does
ever
Dallas.
to feature the 69 position. 1970s Fools Rush In.
1970s, A Man in a Bush.
Yep, something like that. Featuring John Hamm and Elizabeth Hurley.
I'd watch that. Those are two very attractive people. John Hamm is a...
All right, we're getting off. We're derailing real hard here. Oh, shit. 20. Well, I guess we have like 15 minutes of
Like
usable.
15 minutes of
We've got
usable
like
shit?
5 minutes of shit I got to cut out. So let's keep going until don't chew into the microphone because
I'm
I
not going
made
to.
that mistake.
I'm warming this up. I'm going to take my time because I'm aware.
You're warming up the Twizzler?
Yeah, in my hand, my body heat. It can get soft, so it's not going to be all.
I didn't like any of that.
Neither did I. That's why you got to warm it
It
up
was
in your.
right in my ears.
That's why you got to warm it up in
couldn't-
your hand.
I couldn't fucking escape it.
That's why you have to warm it up in your
I
hand.
couldn't turn my head away. It
That's
was
why I've been
just
telling
right there.
everybody, warm it up in your hand.
Warm it up in your hand,
Warm it up in your hand.
or warm your hands up, and then
I mean, I don't want
you
to.
can-
I don't want to discriminate against people with cold hands.
You can use it to warm your hands up, which is what I do most of the time. What are we talking about?
I don't think I chew as loud as you do.
No, I chew and drink very loud.
Well, as long as it's not
Well,
on
I chew a lot quieter than I drink. Like,
Oh,
because like I try to chew quiet. Like I chew with my mouth closed, but you can still kind of hear a little bit. I drink very fucking loud. I bet if I were to stand by the door and drink my beer, you could hear me drinking,
well, that's just how good these microphones are,
but also how loud I drink.
and also how loud you drink. I have to review on both.
It's mainly how loud I swallow.
Like it's a surprise every time. It's like, oh, things are going down. Oh,
Things are going down. They're screaming timber,
ooh,
dude.
things are going down.
They are
timber.
screaming timber.
You better move. You better dance. Have a night you won't remember, and I'll be the one you won't forget. Fuck off.
Thank you for finishing that bit for me.
Someone had to take the bullet, man. It was there. I was in pain. It's like, yeah, I've got to finish the bit. Speak the lyrics.
What else about evolution? Let me not get that. I know it's loud, right?
Yeah, I didn't like that.
I don't like it either.
It's right in my ears. Couldn't escape that.
I grew up with the DVD with all the special features and everything. I still got a little bit of the
Kane madness.
drain. Yeah. A little bit of the Cane madness going on. I'm still getting over my sickness. And these burps. The fucking Millers make you burp like a goddamn...
Well, it is the champagne of beers, and champagnes are also called bubbly.
The bubbles go straight to my head. Anyway, yeah, I had the DVD with the special features and everything, so I was able to watch all the behind the scenes and stuff for the movie. And it was a good time. I would cue those up. This movie came out in 2001, so I was in kindergarten, 6-7 years old. So yeah, I would even at that age, I was just mind blown. Like, I want to know all the shit behind the scenes. I want to know about movies. So I'd say, like, at a young age, I was autistic about movies.
Oh, like I actually, yeah, because I tried looking up the behind the scenes today. Just like, they got to have that out there. Jump on YouTube. And they did have them, but it also reminded me that this movie is now 23 years old.
Yeah.
And so it's like the frame, it's like, man, this
movie has
rainy as
graduated from
hell.
college and is now a full-blown alcoholic.
Yep. Probably because I had to go that far. Well, probably.
Still works in the kitchen because even if you graduate with your bachelor's degree, that doesn't guarantee you a job.
Doesn't guarantee shit.
Yeah.
A degree doesn't guarantee anything. America. Great country. Way to be. Drop so much money on that and don't have a guarantee on anything. That's not going to make a depressed nation.
Doesn't make a depressed Fabian.
Not at all.
Sitting here recording a podcast wishing.
It's just another one of those episodes where you find yourselves having a hard time doing a preamble because it's just a good movie that you want to talk about, but you still got to watch the movie because you set up a way of having your podcast go where you preamble, you watch the movie, and then you talk about it. So having the preamble on something you already know by heart, it's harder to do. It's going to be one of those episodes.
All right, fuck it. Let's just do the ads and go watch the movie.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's just do the ads, but let's do this new thing.
Sometimes we don't need the
fuck it. Let's
like-
do this new thing where we're tying in, like where it's just like we just seamlessly tie in the plug that we've been trying to do. Fuck it. Let's just go watch the movie. Speaking of fucking it, Hopkins Brewing Company.
Yeah. We don't need, like, especially if we're doing like 2.5 hour back halves. Like, we don't need a solid 30 minutes for the preamble. As long as we're acknowledging doing all the the basic preamble shit. Like, let's start working on that a little bit.
Yeah, we should definitely take notes on how to improve the preamble, because usually the back half is the more enjoyable part. Because we're talking about the movie, we've just seen it.
I actually have notes and shit, and we can talk about what's going on. But speaking of what's going on, Hopkins has its going on.
Oh, especially with the beer they got on right now. They've got a beer they only do once a year that I love, that while it's there I've been having, and it's the Cowboy Light Smoked Pilsner. And the only thing I can think about, and I think we talked about the other day, is it's just like sitting around a campfire with your friends. There's a nice light smoke taste behind it. It's just a clean drinking Pilsner. Super easy to drink. Smoke is not enough to like just punch you in the face. It reminds you just like a good time with good people and good friends.
Yeah, that's what I liked about that one a lot too. Is that the smoke isn't too overpowering to where it makes the beer undrinkable. It's just a very light touch on it to where you can tell the smoke's there, but it's not the main.
Yeah, it gives you a nice little.
feature
Yeah,
of
it gives you a nice little like, ooh, smoky.
Yeah.
Okay.
What I had was the You Can't Do That on Television IPA, which is a very, very light IPA, not too heavy on the hops, but it's definitely an IPA. So if you're into that kind of thing, I would strongly suggest trying that one out.
Oh, also, it's just a great beer to listen to anybody order, because the amount of variations on the name is hilarious. Like while we were sitting down today, sipping, drinking, getting ready, just anybody would come up. Some people do the whole entire spiel. Like, I'll have the You Can't Do That on Television IPA. Or it's like, I'll take the TV IPA, or I'll take the IPA, or it's like, I'll take the You Can't Do That. And it's like so many.
Yeah.
It's just, that's the problem with really long fucking names.
I had a bit for it too, where I was like, "What kind of beer will you have?" I don't know. And then green slime pours on me, and then the phrase "You can't do that on television" pops up. If those of you old enough to get that reference
are also old enough to drink.
are also old enough to drink. Well, most.
Most.
I'd say
Don't
most.
remind me.
Yeah. But anyway, all right, we're gonna go watch Evolution. We'll be right back.
So excited.
All right. If I was a giant, nasty alien bird in a department store, where would I be?
Lingerie.
Not you, the bird.
Lingerie.
Oh God. Oh yes, that was Evolution. Oh God, that movie is so good. So funny. I'm sorry you had to hear me. I was just talking the entire time.
No, man. No. It's totally fine, and I get it. I know we're going to eventually get to a point where there's a movie that I do that with.
It's just every single line, every part of that movie, I just have memorized. It's hard. It's hard not to, but amazing. 5 out of 5 stars.
Dude.
69 out of 69 dudes.
69 to 69 dudes every time. I forgot how much I love that movie. Oh, man, it's been too long. Oh, man. It took me back.
Yeah, just solid fun all around. Is it a little dated? Yeah. I mean, it's a 2001 movie, so some of the bits are a little dated, but nothing too over the top. Like,
I wouldn't say, no. Like,
wouldn't say it would get like in trouble. It would just be like, oh, well,
like, okay.
And it's like, yeah. It's 2001. All right.
It's like, all right, okay, I get it. Like nothing cancelable or truly offensive. It's just like, oh, okay, that's a little, it's just a little out of date.
Yeah, a little, yeah.
Fucking hell.
So, what's your first note?
The first note is actually incredibly stupid.
Okay.
As the opening credits were rolling, and just based on earlier with all the D's, I'm like, there's actually a lot of N's going on right now too, because I did not realize that Sean William Scott had 2 N's in Sean. It's just the pure amount of N's in everybody's name. And I started going back, like went back to the cast. So I'm like, we got David Duchovny,
Julianne
Orlando Jones, Julianne, 2 N's. Sean William Scott, that's 2 N's. Ted Levine, 1 N. Ethan Suplee, that's an N. Dan Aykroyd, that's an N.
N's and D's.
Sarah Silverman, N.
Sarah Silverman.
Kyle Gass and John Cho, no N's.
So my first one is 2001 CGI. It holds up very, very well.
That was something I was thinking about the entire time. Like, there's definitely some points where it's like, okay, this definitely kind of stands out like a little bit, doesn't quite match up,
not
but
a
like
lot.
not to the point where it's like pulling you out of it. Where like some like older movies with their use of CGI, you're like, oh, this is bad. This is just this is definitely just completely taking me out of the movie. This might have been like actually. A lot of that old CGI, it's like, oh, this like would have been groundbreaking at the time. It's actually not groundbreaking at the time. It's just bad. I wouldn't say it was like I never like felt like we were like on a green screen at any moment or anything like that.
Yeah.
When it came to, like,
Well, I feel like this movie does a very well job of mixing the CGI with practicals.
Yeah.
Like, so much to the point where it's like, yeah, you can tell when stuff is CG, but it's not. It doesn't take you out of the movie.
yeah, no.
But
It's just like in
that
the
blend.
Yeah, it's just like just in the back of your head, and now 20 plus years later, you're like, all right,
Yeah.
obviously CGI,
That's
but
my
still.
favorite blend. Also, my next one, I'm not even into the movie yet, but fucking the score. The score is so much fun.
I forgot about the score. That's a fun, like a fun epic adventure score going on. Like
Yeah.
just building up on everything. It's like a lot of fun with how they do the music. I completely forgot about that. I mostly just remembered like the modern songs are playing, like Bombshell by Power Man playing, and then I mostly remember all that, but then I forgot how fun this the score just builds. It's like here we go.
It really is. It's like the Indiana Jones score, where it's just like fun, adventurous. Like, let's go. We're on a journey.
It's an adventure. Woo.
We're just having fun. What do you got next?
Mostly noticing that during the weird opening part, with Sean William Scott doing his fireman training practice. First of all, that is just some insane practice to be doing. I don't know. I've never tried to be a fireman, but it's going out actively starting a fire in a desert with dry plants.
Yeah, dry plant, all wood and fucking
Yeah,
brush
all woods
and
and
shit.
brush and shit. It's like, this seems like you're gonna learn to be a fireman, like firefighter, really quick, and then you'll never be allowed to be one because of what you just
lit
did.
the entire
You
fucking
lit the
desert
entire
on
desert.
fire, buddy.
You lit Arizona on fire, and then just how he he's like takes a jacket off to assault the doll instead of doing CPR.
So my notes on that was like, the blow up doll has a single sound effect. Like, when he first drops it, when he pulls it out of the car, it has that weird like me, and then it happens again when he rescues it and drops it.
It's like a large squeak toy, which makes you wonder, first of all, what is the purpose of this doll?
And then when he's giving it CPR pumping, it's actually doing the squeaky 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 squeaky.
which he does, but then like when the meteor lands and blows up and everything, and then it cuts like to the behind shot of getting like the showing the exposure of the crash and all that.
Yeah.
He's wearing the fireman's jacket.
I wrote that down too. Like, he takes it off after he gives her CPR, and then he has it on.
Apparently that's going to get in the way of him just squeezing, not actually doing actual chest, like just like not chest compressions, but just legit, just like both hands on the breasts of the doll, just
Yeah. So I had that. That's a clear continuity one. My next one's not until we get into the college. So
that's the same here. Like, he's mostly just like enjoying the ride for a little bit. Just made a note on like, yes, tinted hair. I remember that.
yeah, I have that. That's in mine too. The fucking they have frosted. I wrote frosted tips. Yeah. The fucking early 2000s.
Early
Dude.
2000s, like, we're just getting over the 90s, man. Here we are, so
They got
kind of
the
holding on
fucking
to it.
frosted tips.
Oh
It was
my
like,
God.
yeah, after class today, we're gonna go see fucking Sugar Ray in concert. My next one after that is Orlando Jones. I really wish he got a little bit bigger of a push, because he's so charming, he's so amazing, he's so funny in this movie, and he needed a bigger push from Hollywood.
I mean, definitely a bigger push would have been nice, but that's not to say that he hasn't stopped working and being awesome. He's been in a lot of things.
Yeah.
But he's
I just
charming
wish
as
he was a little
fuck.
bit more of a public figure, and like got that like.
Which is a little weird, because this is during like peak Mad TV, like before Mad TV starts to taper off, people start giving a shit, and like
he was one of the founding members also.
and he's just so goddamn. He's just so good.
Yeah.
He's so goddamn charming. But my other note, like during college, is just like hey, let's just make this fun little joke. Yeah, as a community college professor, I make $17,500 a year, and he's just like,
Yeah.
And he's just like, yeah, no, let's, you guys are all aware that I'm not making much money.
Just brush that off.
So I'm just going to barely be trying right now. And that's why I did not give these guys Fs.
You give them C-. They're just trying. But again, it's community college. They're just
Community
trying to
college.
get their degrees
They're trying to get their
and
degrees, yeah.
move on with their life. Like,
Lives, yeah.
there's no point in giving them anything less than that.
I mean, hell, like Orlando Jones was talking to the one chick who just wants to be Miss Arizona. She doesn't really give a shit.
that, and she wants to get fucking turned out.
Thirsty. A lot of thirsty people.
A lot of thirsty people in this movie.
Movie's thirsty.
It's not as sexy as Wild Wild, or not as horny as Wild Wild West, but it is. It's a pretty horny movie.
It's a horny movie.
I have written down maybe the meteor, like, you know, we think of meteors as like space rocks and like a collection of just whatever the fuck from space makes up rocks and whatever. But I think with this viewing, maybe the meteor is like a collection of the biomass from those organisms. That's why it bleeds and all that shit.
Yeah.
It's just everything on the outside is crystallized.
from the cold vacuum of space and where it can't actually survive, so it solidifies and then ignites upon entry, which it's a super fucking cool concept.
Yeah.
Like,
But-
I just remember that. It's like, yeah, no, like it reacts to fire. So once it enters our atmosphere, it catches on fire, starts the evolution going. They bring, like, they start building a little biome to where they can
It's like
survive
keeping
in.
that consistent through the entire movie. Like, it's also a really smart movie.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun. Uses the word mitosis multiple times.
Next one I have written down is handle this by your lonesome. Yeah, I say that all the fucking time, and nobody knows what I'm talking about. It's like, Ira, are you sure you can handle this by your lonesome? Oh, it's so good. What do you got next?
My next note was just where it's like when the government, okay, so the government's now landed. They're quarantining the area and all that.
Okay.
Introduces himself as Ira Kane. And then the guy shows up. It's like, Ira Kane? Ira Kane? It's like, the real Ira Kane. It's like, yeah, yeah.
Okay, I've got a couple more
a
before
couple
that, but
before
continue.
that?
But continue.
Okay. Mostly just, so this soldier, this guy, who's part of the experiments with Ira, is just going to openly whip out his gun and just...
Yeah, that's in mine too. He's just gonna fucking straight up pull his gun out and shoot him. Like,
But
holy
also he
fuck,
then
dude.
struggles with it because he's like, I've been waiting so long for this, and he's like now just struggling in front of God and everybody. You're just gonna blow away. What?
Yeah, that
The whole,
was
the whole
fucking
military
wild.
facility thing, like just the lack of rules and like oversight on everything is insane. Well, most of the movie can happen, but still, like, it's kind of
But
fucking
still,
insane.
it's like just out in the open. It's like, I'm gonna fucking.
Oh, I'm just gonna
execute
blow
you.
this guy away. Fuck yeah, no. I was like,
God damn, dude.
Jesus.
I'm gonna risk life in prison right now.
Right
just to
now.
get back at you. So a little bit earlier than that, I have the microscope.
Oh yes.
A couple of the shots, like I love the slide breaking because there's too much.
Yeah, because it gives all the organisms like
Is expanding.
yeah.
But there's one, like, there's a couple shots where it's like you don't put your eyes right up into the microscope, but it's not all of them. Like,
Yeah.
there's a handful of shots where he actually has it where you would
Actually be able to see shit.
yeah, you'd actually look through a microscope. Oh, the tank fish. That
the tank fish.
yeah, when Wayne goes back to get the new towels and he sees the tank in the pool filter, that jump scare used to get me every fucking time.
Same here. Even when I knew, I would turn away knowing that it was coming up. Like, no. God damn it.
It's so good. Okay. Yeah, and then I have Julianne Moore being an absolute bombshell, as she always is.
Oh my God, dude.
Yeah. All right, cool. Yeah, let's switch back over to you.
I mean, after that, my next note was mostly just like a commentary, like on all the happy holidays, General, or there goes your Christmas present.
Fruit
This
basket.
This is a Christmas movie. It was filmed.
Christmas, Thanksgiving.
Yeah, this was
time.
filmed around
Yeah.
that time. They actually stopped the whole town from putting up Christmas lights to not give away the time. So they delayed all that, and then DreamWorks paid city workers, overtime pay to get all the lights up in time for Christmas. So I think this might technically qualify as a Christmas movie.
It might. It's right on the edge. Also, like, everybody, they're in Arizona and they're all wearing like overcoats and like thick everything.
Yeah,
Like, yeah.
It's the one time out of the year where Arizona is actually kind of cold.
Kind of cold in quotations.
In quotations, it's Arizona cold. It's a dry cold.
Ooh, I have my next one is quarantining the meteor. So I kind of had a theory about that, along with my theory about the biomass. So along with them having a very, very fast metabolic rate, do you think, like, because the meteor was changing the atmosphere and everything, do you think like quarantining it, shutting it off, closing out all those gates, that just allowed that atmosphere to be sustained? So it helped, like, I think that helped them progress even faster.
Absolutely. Keeping all the people out, all the external contaminants and things that can come in and fuck it up, like War of the Worlds style, getting all these extra like germs and shit in. Oh, absolutely. Actually quarantining it, I mean, which you should do because it's this, extraterrestrial thing going on, but because that's gotta be something.
Well, so like if they left the top open where the meteor struck, like all that atmosphere would just be leaked out into ours, and it would just keep going. It wouldn't spread. It would dissipate into ours. So I think closing off that top and like just letting them have their own biodome featuring Pauly Shore, just let them progress even faster.
Jesus Christ! Fuck off!
All right, what's your next one?
My next one is during the court scene, which is a fun little court scene. Because you got like how I
always forget there's a court scene in this movie.
Oh yeah, like this, just pretty much just to give you all the exposition behind Ira in one like little 5-minute chunk.
Yeah,
like you got it's like the facilities at like the community college are like really not that great. It's like really not that good. Well, they're good enough when I went there. Yeah, it's like right. It's because you got to be careful when you're talking to the locals.
Exactly. You never know who you're talking to.
As a general, I think you'd be aware of that. But
you'd think, right?
You'd think. And then also just when Ira starts listing off all the side effects of him, like with the anthrax vaccine. Yeah. Which, also very timely at the time it came out in 2001. Like very, absolutely very timely with that. But just all the, all the side effects that he lists, for the most part, sounds like what's listed off during a drug commercial. Super fast. Headaches.
If you take a omeprazole and you end up experiencing these symptoms,
like diarrhea,
heart attack, diarrhea, indigestion, upsets. Oh wait, no. It's heartburn. No wait. Give me a sec. Wait, I got this. Upset stomach.
Heartburn, nausea, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea. Yay, it's cane madness.
Yeah, there you go.
Like memory loss, like severe sweats. Diarrhea. It's like, for the most part,
that's just basic medicine.
That's basic medicine. You're just not, dying from anthrax. It's like, he was close. Why would you fire him?
Not everybody's gonna experience the same thing. Like, that's why they have those commercials. Like, if you take Zoloft and experience any of these symptoms, please let your doctor know, and we'll switch you over to Prozac or some shit.
Yeah, and also like they experimented on 114,000 soldiers.
I mean, it would be different if it was every single one of them.
Yeah, but it's just like, just noting it's like, oh yeah, like these are the. Also, just Duchovny trying to play it off.
Like, he's like,
I
see what you're doing.
I see what you're trying to do here, and it's like pretty much like I really would rather not do this. Can we not do this? Okay.
He's like, all right.
Call it the cane madness. The guy.
Cane madness.
Something so bad that a guy would try to shoot me in front of a whole bunch of other people.
Apparently, it was that bad. How bad? What symptoms did that guy have to where he wanted to murder him in public?
But you're also still like fine to like be a soldier and like serve and all that. Like, after all that, you're still okay. No. You're gonna shoot a guy in front of fucking everybody.
All right, keep going.
Where do they get the military outfits? Okay, so maybe Ira still has them because he says that he was a colonel. So maybe
I think those are just his outfits that he had. Okay. Like, he was a colonel.
Okay, but then what about Orlando Jones?
I mean, you still have to go through basic training.
So you just hold on to them?
Yeah.
Also, I guess.
Like I could go downstairs and find my dad's dress blues right now.
That's true. Actually, now I think about it, with my stepdad. Yeah.
So he just had him locked away. Like when you look at Orlando Jones, like his outfit is slightly baggy.
This is true. Oh, wow. No, that's a nice little oof. Should have been paying more attention instead of just enjoying the fucking movie. But also then that also just leads to like, why is this base so easy to break into? Like they just like pull onto the side.
Yeah, no, it's so easy.
Take a wire cut, walk wire cutters
snip
over,
a couple of razor wires,
crawl under Colonel's first.
And then they're just fucking in.
They're just fucking multiple times they're just allowed to walk into the goddamn base.
Yeah. And then they just roll, like later in the movie, they just roll up and walk into the meeting with the governor.
Yeah, just like boom. But you're happy to see us. How the fuck did you get in here?
Oh, it's ridiculous.
What is the security on this?
Because if they were actually going through protocols and shit, that would have bogged the movie down.
Yeah. That's the problem with realism. It's like with Infinity Pool.
Yeah, realistically, yeah, no.
Yeah, realistically,
like who gives a fuck? Like this is cool. Do you want to see them going and exploring this alien crater or not?
Yeah, I do, but it leads to some questions.
Let's see. I have just Evan in my notes.
Just Evan.
Just Evan. So it's the scene where Sean William Scott, he's got the Aztec warrior, like the headdress and everything. Oh. And the dude comes up to him. He's like, "Are you watering down the drinks?" And he's like so polite to his face. He's like, "No, but how about I make you something special?" And then he turns around and is like, "Because you're nothing but a big fat monkey jerk." What's that? Oh, drink's almost ready. I just immediately thought of Evan. I was like, it's Evan. He's like the most sweet, amazing person you'll ever meet. But his shit talk is the best.
Shit talk is on point. Okay, I get the Evan note now. That's fantastic.
And then I had on, even though it wasn't the 9th green, which would have been a fun reference, it was the 4th green. But the thing that comes out of the lake and kills the dude. Mm-hmm. I wrote down the 9th green at 9.
Should be the 9th green at 9.
Because he was trying to fuck the lake. He was like, yeah, let's meet up at the 9th green at 9. And Happy Gilmore will be there when the sprinklers turn on.
And that would have made a lot more sense. Why, like, as originally, why are you going to the 4th?
It was the 4th green. Apparently, because doing shit, having sex on the green by lakeside,
openly next to the water hazard, like on the cusp of the sprinkler system being turned on. Come on.
And then my very next one is Stain, where he's wearing white pants and he spills white champagne on it. I was like, that's always been my biggest problem. It's like, it's not going to... He's like, that's going to stain. It's like, it's not going to fucking stain.
It's fucking champagne.
What's going to stain is you walking over to the lake on a golf course, dipping your napkin in and trying to clean it with the dirty-ass fucking bog water.
Plus, you're taking your pants off anyway. What the fuck do you care?
Just take them off and let them dry. It's not going to fucking stain from the champagne, you fucking idiot.
You deserve to be aided, you moron.
Good God.
Piece of shit.
All right, what's your next step? Fuck him.
Fuck that. You know, fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy. I'm glad he's dead. But after that, it took me a while because I just started watching the movie again, and then I just noted like all the fun, just like all the machismo. It's like, oh yeah, no, you're the man. You're a man. Oh, you're taking it like a champ. Oh, you're the man. Just like a lot of like. Just like a lot of like just men kind of uncertain and scared in a moment, just trying to pump each other up. Like, yeah, no, we're the man. You're the man.
Getting that testosterone.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, it's like, oh no, she wants to have sex with you. You're the man. Oh yeah, yeah.
She's been thrown at you.
She's been thrown at you. It's just like he's like, we're in the middle of exploring.
She's just an ice queen. I'm just a desperate ice maiden in desperate need of a good hump.
I'm an ice queen in desperate need of a good humping.
Yeah.
You heard all that, did you? Yeah.
Every word.
But just all that fun, just like machi, like because it's early 2000s.
Yeah,
just like,
the faux machismo.
Yeah, like, oh yeah, no, we got this. Yeah, like no, you're gonna get laid. I'm a man. Here we go.
I'm gonna cut this out, but I already know that's gonna be the last half where it's like, where we talk about movies most of the time. No, absolutely, fuck that. I'm glad he's dead.
I'm glad he's dead.
All right, next.
Oh God, man, this movie just. I'll be honest, I was a little tired today. It breathed a little bit like 102 minutes of breathing, just a fun life.
Like I said, it's the exact opposite of the last 3 movies we
man,
watched.
This was so fucking needed.
Such a good mood. Let's go watch a sad movie. And this one was like, this week was fucking horrible.
It's like, I'm
Watch
fucking
Evolution,
exhausted,
and now it's like
man. It's
even
like-
you could even tell like the difference between the preamble and now. It's
Yeah.
like
It's obvious. That's just how much fun this fucking movie is.
it
It's
just picks you up.
Yeah, you're
It's
just like,
so
fuck
much
yeah.
fun, and it's so happy. It
so
makes
much
you so
goddamn
happy.
fun. So much goddamn fun. All of it. Every second of it, regardless of the unreality that it exists in, where none of that thing could actually fucking happen. It's totally fantastic.
Okay, so after the stain, that's my last note. What do you have? Well, hang on. Before that, before you start.
And I'm glad he's dead.
Fucking glad he's dead.
Honestly, my next note is a little bit further ahead,
Yeah, mine is too.
and it's just one sentence, super simple. Fabian, that is obviously not a dog.
Yep, that's where my next one is too. So yeah, we didn't talk about that in the preamble. So, for those that don't know, I've told the story a ton, but in 2001, I was maybe 6-7 years old.
Shut the fuck up.
So, like, I was, repeat, watch this movie, and watching the behind the scenes, and the scene in this movie, if you've seen it, has a weird green alien dog about halfway through, and I didn't know anything about motion tracking, or spacing or any of that, and
Be weird if you did.
I'm not
at that
gonna
age.
I'm not gonna listen to
Yeah.
what they're actually saying
Yeah, you're-
because I'm 6.
Yeah, you're a child.
Or whatever. I'm just interested in like, oh, cool. So so they were showing how they were motion tracking and spacing an actual dog for that green weird alien dog thing, and I was telling everybody like, no, they used an actual dog for that scene when it's clearly not a fucking dog. I didn't know how to express it. I was like, no, they motion tracked a dog and like put CGI on top
I have my
of it.
limited child vocabulary. They used an actual dog. No, they fucking did. But no, they did. They used an actual dog.
They used a dog. They used an actual dog, and it was like, okay, let me rephrase. They used a dog in the shots for motion and spacing, and then CGI'd on top of it the weird, gross alien green thing that you see.
Honey, that's way too adult of a sentence. I think we have to put this one down.
Yeah, but I had that in my notes as the fucking dog, dude.
The fucking dog, dude.
That's a real fucking dog,
real
dude.
fucking dog, dude.
Don't tell me that's not a fucking dog. That's a fucking dog,
Is that
dude.
supposed to be a fucking dog, dude?
That's a fucking dog.
It's a fucking dog.
You
That
telling
thing's-
me that green fucking thing is a dog?
fucking-
No, there's no fucking way that green thing is a
a
dog.
fucking dog right there. Whoa, 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 whoa.
No, that green thing's a fucking dog.
Ma. Hide Lucy. I don't want this dog.
Oh, look at this great fucking dog over
Is that
here.
even a fucking dog? Oh.
Oh, yo.
Ma, I don't like the way it's looking at me. This fucking dog. That being said, never approach strange creatures like it's a pet.
Yeah.
Bitch deserved to get her hand fucking.
She kinda did.
Another thing that like made me jump every time as a kid and kind of got me a little bit as soon as like the
That
mouth
one,
opens up,
yeah.
it's all. Ah, it's like,
That's a good jump scare also. that one used to give me all the time.
yeah, it's like, oh, that lady's gonna lose a hand. She's gonna lose a hand.
Okay. So my next one's pretty close to that.
Oh.
Pretty close to that scene. What do you got next?
Actually, a lot of it revolves around like this because this is kind of why I feel like the movie starts like taking a turn to like, okay, now we're going. We're going. They showed
it's
up.
Not
and they
it's not a slow burn,
Oh,
but
no, not a slow burn,
but it
but
does
it's like
pick up.
yeah, it picks
a
up.
little
It's like because we're doing good. We're doing good. Oh, we're investigating a house where like a pet or like a dog thing, whatever. It's like
As soon as it gets to
boom.
that point, then it's like, okay, we're fucking going.
Now we're going. The first note was that Julianne Moore made the conscious choice to make her character clumsy, and I love every fucking second she
It's
fucks
so
it up.
good.
It's so good. It's so subtle. What a fun little acting
Yeah,
choice.
it's such a perfect little cute character
Yeah,
quirk.
just like it's like like I'm super smart, like and all that, but also like I'm just also incredibly clumsy.
Yeah, she's a little ditzy.
Which is which is incredibly fucking fun. But then the next note was Sean William Scott is just Stifler. Most times.
Most of the time,
yeah.
yeah.
Just like he's just to varying degrees of Stifler.
Yeah, just like how Ryan Reynolds is Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds
He's not
is-
even Van Wilder
No,
anymore.
Ryan
He's
Reynolds is just
Ryan
Deadpool.
Reynolds.
in various fucking roles.
Yeah, now.
Actually, now he's just Deadpool in various other
Before
roles.
Deadpool, he was Van
Wilder
Wilder.
in varying degrees. He's
Yeah.
like, I'm Van Wilder in The Proposal here talking to Sandra Bullock.
Yeah.
Then, first of all, then it's like, so it took Stifler to walk around to canvass the area, I guess, because nobody fucking else did. And this poser had to do to then look out past the fence into the backyard, down the cliff, next to the highway, to where there's just all these dead. And I wrote dragons, because what the fuck else are those things?
Yeah. But also, like, think about it like this. Pause.
Pause.
Think about it like this. Like I say,
Think about it like this.
I say I'm going to edit out the burps, but usually
I know
just,
you
like,
never
fast
do. Yeah,
I
you-
just
yeah.
fast forward through it. I'll edit that out, and I don't.
It's like, I'm going to cut this. Like, I just listened to this bit.
But anyway, how many cops are you going to send out to an animal attack?
Let's see. Based on the amount of people I've seen, like, amount of cops I've seen for, like, a drug bust here in Utah, at minimum 5 to 6.
Individual cops or squad cars?
Squad cars, which
Okay.
can hold upwards of 2 cops each. So that's
Right.
like 12 cops.
Right. But
Plus,
animal attack in Arizona?
plus the animal attack, like, it had
Maybe-
to, like,
maybe
they,
like
they
4
had to
cops.
pull, they had to pull one guy off from his lunch date with Sarah Silverman.
Yeah. What the hell else are the? Do they only have like 4 cops?
There's
in
only
this
4
fucking
cops in the whole
county?
fucking town.
Yeah. There's only there's the 3 cops in the beginning.
There's Kyle Gass, the mustachioed cop that's dating Sarah Silverman,
Yeah.
and cop number 3.
Yeah. Those are the only cops. In
The
this
only
movie.
cops in all of Page, Arizona, or wherever they're supposed to be. Actually, like, that's where they film,
Yeah.
but where they actually are. It's like Glenview or Glendale. It's Glendale. This is a precursor to Community. This is before
Oh, okay.
all those guys showed up.
Yeah. Okay, keep going.
Honestly, my next note takes a while. It's after the mall scene before I get to
Okay.
that.
My next one is Mazel Tov, it's a boy.
Yeah, Mazel Tov. I say that all the time.
Yeah. Again, a
Yeah,
quote
it's
from
just
the
like
movie that nobody fucking gets.
Yeah, no, like anytime a glass breaks, like at a bar or anywhere, I'm like, Mazel Tov, this is a boy. And like,
Mine,
really? Nobody?
that's a good one. I should start saying that at Hopkins instead of 86 soup because, well, I can now that we're 86ing soup.
We are 86
But-
soup.
Yeah. During the winter months, I'll have to switch to Mazel Tov, it's a boy.
Mazel Tov, it's a boy.
I absolutely love that I actually got Ethan with that one. I was like, 86 soup! And like 2 hours later, he comes back. He's like, hey, are we still out of soup? I'm like, we were never out of soup.
Like,
Shit. Sorry.
Shit, sorry. So we haven't worked together a lot, but I like to quote things and do things.
We haven't worked together a lot, but I like Archer. All right, so... Oh, what the fuck is that in pertain to? Okay, I remember where my next one is. Your next one's after the mall scene,
Yeah,
which is one of the best scenes in
yes,
cinema
it
history.
is them driving, playing, listening to play that funky music.
Yes.
It reminded me that because of this movie, I love play that funky music. I
Yeah.
love it. And
I
just
do too.
All I
It's
wanted
because of this
all I
movie.
wanted as a kid was just to be with my friends after something like that. Cue up, play that funky music, and then everybody just fucking
Just jam
out to that.
Yeah.
And it's like I got that awesome adolescence excitement about
Next
this,
time,
like
next time we have multiple people in my car where it's just not you and me, we'll jam out to it.
it's so fucking. It's just a fun jam song. It's just,
So let's go back to the mall scene though. Like the mall scene is so
oh, it's great. That's
that entire
a great
sequence.
stretch.
That entire sequence is so well written, so well performed, and just all the jokes land. Every single one of them land, and it's
really
such a good.
Well, because
fucking
you
stretch of
start
that
off,
movie.
you've got like the strong, like kind of like mental, like emotionally abusive wife trying to like dress her like cut
Not
of a
even
husband.
emotionally abused, just
Yeah.
like guilt trippy. Like
Guilt trippy, yeah.
you need something for Thanksgiving.
It's like,
Everybody,
you want to wear this. You look good in
the
this. Like, I don't
family's
wanna
gonna
wear-
be here.
I
All
don't
the
wanna wear
relatives.
this.
I want you to.
look good in this.
Yeah, I want you to look presentable.
I
blah,
don't
blah,
want to
blah,
wear
blah,
this. I don't look good in this. I don't want to wear
blah.
this.
He said, I think that color looks great on
No,
you.
this is bad on me. I don't
Fucking
wanna do
dragon.
it. So you got that. It's like, okay, so here's where we're starting. Dragon starts flying around, fucking shit up, and then you cut to the bitch fucking trying to shoplift, putting up all the goddamn shirts. with the dragon doing like knocking on the door, pretty much like
That scene, honestly, that scene plays in my head more often than I care to admit. Where it's like anytime I'm in a stall in a bathroom, it's like, I said just a second, bitch.
And then opens the door.
Out of your skull.
Well, that awesome, yeah, because they stroll up, they park in a no parking zone, like stroll on in, go straight to the gun store portion of the mall, which this is
What else are you gonna do?
Exactly. Where else are you gonna go in a mall in America except for the gun store? And
You got a giant 20-foot dragon in the fucking mall. Like,
and
yeah,
leave
let's go
the-
get some
and
goddamn
leave the
shotguns.
price tag on the fucking shotguns where it's just dangling.
That is a fun subtle nod. Where they're just like, yeah, I don't have time to take that shit
Yeah,
off.
I'm not gonna
Let's
take
go.
this off. We've got a fucking dragon to kill. Like we are clearly, as college professors and a wannabe firefighter, we are qualified for all of this.
We know exactly what kind of shells we're packing into the
But even
shotgun.
then, which is Sean William Scott, then like Wayne comments on, he's like, have you used one of these before? I was like, I may be a college professor, but I'm not a pussy.
That
Which
killed
also dates the movie a little bit.
Yeah. Well, it's like, yeah, no, I honestly have not thought about that until just this moment. Like, how do they know what kind of shells to put in the shotgun?
It's because they're from Arizona.
Well, I guess that's fair.
Because they're from the Southwest, man. What's we gonna do with that much desert expanse? I've grown up here in Utah, and I love going out and just shooting guns.
They didn't look at the shotguns. They just fucking busted it up and throw them around, and then they were just packing shells. Again, a subtle, dumb thing that would have bogged the movie down. Anyway.
Yeah, it's like hold on. What kind of comedic bit you're gonna make out of like checking for the right ammo like that?
Yeah.
Nothing funny there. Just load up the gun. Let's fucking go. Let's
honestly,
get to the
like-
fun point where like you got him singing and calling out.
And that being said, like Wayne, a lot of Wayne's scenes are like the early ones. Like, yeah, he's really funny, but the mall scene is just where he shines. Where he's like, yes, he's
Although now that I think about it,
Absolutely
this is a guy that knows any caliber of bullet to go into a gun, sets fires in the middle of the desert with a wood shack that I'm guessing that he built.
I mean, it had graffiti on it also.
He could have put that there.
Hey,
Just for detail. He seems like a guy be into detail. I
could
think
be.
Wayne
Yeah.
might be. I think Wayne might be a problem.
Yeah, he might be a problem.
Wayne's got some serious red flags, man.
Well, now he's a full on firefighter, so he doesn't have to be a problem anymore.
This is true. Now we can just use that evil for good.
Yeah.
But that is where Sean William Scott gets his time. Like not a bad voice.
He got his time to shine. Yeah.
Not a bad voice. Like I thought it was like really bad as a kid. I'm like
Everybody in this movie has their moments where it's like, okay, yeah, yes, and that was the mall scene is his.
it was his. It's yeah. I
Where
feel like-
that's what you do. You like do with an ensemble cast. He's like, yeah, they and it is an ensemble cast.
everyone's got
Like,
like
you give
equal
them
play
you give
time.
them all their personalities, their quirks, their individual drives in being there, and then you give them their moment to shine and express why they're a part of this movie. And then they all work together in the end and have their bit, and
I
they
would
win.
say nobody actually stands out more than the other character. Like everybody really seems to just have like just a lot of time as themselves. Like it seems very much
Yeah,
like
there's no wasted characters in this movie.
there's no like specific lead, even though technically Dave Duchovny is like I guess the lead, but
Yeah, so you got David Duchovny. He's the protagonist, and then
Yeah.
you got Ted Levine, who's the antagonist. Besides the aliens.
yeah, besides the aliens.
So he's the secondary antagonist. But yeah, nobody really as far as secondary characters, like nobody outweighs the other
Yeah,
ones.
no, like Julianne Moore just has just as much to commit and involved with everything. Orlando Jones, Sean William Scott, the fucking
I mean the fucking
moron students.
Yeah, the students. Like they have their part to play.
Yeah. Like even when it's just so brief, when it comes to like Nadine during the first part with her, like she has all the time to shine, like being grossed out by all the flatworms developing on the bottom, and then you've got like,
Yeah,
oh my god,
there's a
I almost
reason-
fell in.
They would have never noticed.
Yeah.
If she wasn't there wearing her fucking
Open-toed
sandals,
open-toed
feeling the
lifts,
flatworms.
yeah.
Nobody would have noticed.
Noticed that. So like
she
every character had a
she
chance to
served her
shine.
fucking purpose in the movie.
And then we got our boys, taking their time to shine, talking about selenium being.
Yeah. Everybody, okay, I will say everybody with the speaking role in this movie
Yeah.
had a purpose.
Oh yeah, like Ty Burrell has his formula purpose, kind of just being like this Oh, like
Yeah,
just obnoxious kiss
the
ass.
side characters, like
Yeah.
even the little balding nerdy guy.
yeah, bald nerdy guy who's
Like, we get
his
to
only
know-
job is you need to come take a look at this.
Yeah, you need to come take a look at this. He's running the electronic department. And like we get to kind of like, oh yeah, he's the character. He's running all the behind the scenes, and then the fucking no-nos chimps kill him.
Yeah, we got blue monkeys.
They throw him down the fucking hole. All right, what do you got next?
Oh man, see, I yeah, well, that's a problem. My pen started dying, so we started. That's the problem with physical media. I will admit that my pen started dying, so I had to.
Well, you've got 3 of them up
I
here.
didn't want to walk away. I just wanted to watch the movie.
Tell me to pause it, damn it.
Didn't want it to stop. I was enjoying the ride. Yeah, how the base. The next one was just like how much Dan Aykroyd talks about loving his state. No governor likes his state that much. Like, oh, gotta get my beautiful state. Oh, my beautiful state. Oh, the state here.
Maybe it was close to a campaign year.
Oh, could have been, but then he's still talking to, like, he's not on camera.
But still, you need those votes.
True. I mean, I guess as a politician, always be on.
Yeah.
But just no politician loves their state that much. And then the next one was with so yeah, after I don't know, do you have anything before they actually go down and if you do like the whole dragonfly scene and then you got the whole blue monkeys? Do you have anything in between that?
We're talking about Dan Aykroyd, and that's not until we get into the blue monkeys. I have right in that meeting before they show up. The meeting, so they say like they get to the point where they're going like at the end of like 2 months or whatever, they'll take over the entire country and then we're extinct. It was like, oh yeah, early 2000s when the only place in the entire world is the United States.
then humanity is extinct. It's like no.
I mean, they still on this continent. They still have 2
Also, I'm kind of
entire countries to take over.
Kind of curious
Not
what
countries,
they're going to do
like-
with the ocean. I mean, what are they going to do against a giant octopus? Or about a goblin
Or
shark?
are they going to evolve into the water or some shit? I
Yeah.
don't know. How's that going to work?
And that opens a whole. That's when you get
That
into
opens
a
an entire
horrifying concept of what could actually happen because
That also opens. Yeah,
the ocean
hang on.
itself
I'll
is-
let you go with that. I'll let
the
you.
ocean itself is fucking terrifying.
Yes.
Just with the life we have here on this planet. The ocean scares the fuck out of me. And anyone who's not scared of the ocean, you're a fucking liar. Stop lying to yourself. That shit is terrifying. We're
Yeah.
talking about unimaginable pressures and depths to where it just breeds the kind of things necessary evolutionarily to survive down there. Now imagine you're an alien life form coming down there, rapidly evolving evolutionarily. What kind, like that's how you end up getting like fucking kaiju and shit, man. That's how you get like fucking Godzilla. That's how you get like
Yeah.
all that shit crawling out
Not to
of the
mention,
goddamn
we've
ocean.
only explored 5%
Yeah.
of the ocean.
5%.
Our planet is 70% ocean.
Yeah. Fucking terrifying, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking terrifying.
But, like,
now
that's
introduce
also-
an alien life form that rapidly evolves into that.
That's also part of why I love the ocean so much is
yeah.
because it's so
Oh,
terrifying.
you know, what's super cool about the fucking goddamn ocean? That's why you got to keep it safe and preserve it and all that. It's fucking, yeah, no.
But also, like on that side, I thought you were going in a different direction with it.
Oh.
You were going with like all
just-
the different horrors that could be come up with.
Could come up with this alien life form adapted.
I was going with how many different horrors could have been made, or could have been sequels from this movie if they went
yeah.
into the ocean.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
How many horrible sequels could we have gotten of Evolution 2, the ocean, Evolution 3, the Antarctic?
That's how you get like Mega Shark versus Giant Octopus. Like,
Exactly.
That's how you get that shit.
And then,
So just stopping it, like, oh, so we're to stop it.
No,
Stop it going to the U.S.
this movie isn't B enough to even get like
No.
to do those shits, but
No.
that's the direction they
But,
would have
yeah,
taken
it. Gives
it.
you the, but also just like as a viewer, like your mind can now go to that place. It's like they cut off like as how far it will spread in the U.S. because it's the early 2000s. Only place that matters is the
coast
US.
to coast,
coast to coast.
even top of country, bottom of country.
Yeah. Ooh, that's terrifying. But it's going to keep on going. It's not going to stop spreading because it's done. You've got Mexico right next to us, and you got
Mexico
Canada
and
right
Canada,
above us.
yeah.
Like it's going to keep on going and spreading from there. It's got land masses. You can go against Bering Strait, across that shit, across Alaska. What kind of fucked up shit would be created from that?
Well, no. It would have been stopped because either Mexico or Canada would have been like, "Oh, we're not just gonna bomb the shit. Let's dissect it."
Oh, sorry there. We need you to stop with your evolution right there. You can't be crossing the border.
Hey, you can't be crossing the border over there.
There you go. So we got some
No,
illegal
it's too
material.
Irish.
You got some illegal material. Hold on there. Oh, you got some illegal materials coming on there, eh? Then you just stop right there. Can't be breeding like that. Some sort of weird bald dog thing.
That's too Irish also.
Fuck. Some sort of weird bald dog thing. Is that too Irish?
I'm going to need you to stop about the...
Either way.
We're going to have to work on our Canadian accents.
I definitely need to work on my Canadian accent.
Yeah.
But still, like, yeah. But yeah,
I'm from Nova Scotia, eh?
that's just something that, like,
Oh, yeah.
ignited in my head. Just what
Oh,
would
yeah, you
possibly happen.
aliens. You shouldn't have done that.
Oh, you're not from here, are you?
It's so hard not to dive
It's so
into
fucking Irish.
Yeah, it's so hard not to dive. Okay, so my next one. My next one is...
Bad impressions. Take a shot.
Yeah, in the U.S. at least. Yeah. Then we're extinct. Well, yeah, in the U.S. at
In
least.
the U.S. at least. Like,
My next one is Power Man 5000.
Yeah, dude. I forgot that this was... suddenly I was like back doing like early morning weights for football with fucking Power Man 5000 blasting as I'm like busting out some fucking squats for a second. It's like, whoa, I forgot.
Okay. Yeah. There's that cutoff. So I'll be able to see it in the sound wave. And I'm cutting this bit out. But I'm definitely saying Power Man 5000, cutting, get up. And then, don't know, just that. And then going back into it.
Ah, dude. I forgot.
The prop shit. And
And they were just dancing and just like, oh, it's the end of the world, which as a child didn't feel believable. And then, you know, going through the things that's happened in recent times, you're like,
fuck it.
it's like,
dude.
yeah, no, man, people are
don't
just going to be
give a
partying, bring on the end of the world. Let's all gather. We're supposed to be evacuating. Fuck you. I'm going to
Fuck
stay
that.
here.
I'm getting drunk.
Yeah. It's like,
Especially if I'm on campus with a bunch of hot babes, I'm getting fucked up.
which also brought me to the thing we commented with the girl walking around like, I can't die a virgin sign. Like, you bitch, you don't need a sign.
You don't. Well, this isn't PC, but I was gonna say it at the time, but I was also that's not PC. But it's also not PC. It's like you're a woman. You don't. All you have to do is go up to any
Talk
man,
to the guys whose uncles were in a cell.
literally any man that's dancing alone and be like, "Hey, let's go fuck."
I mean, it worked afterwards with fucking Dave Duchovny and Julianne Moore. I was like, I bet you want to miss this for anything. It's like, yeah.
Yeah. In reality, like you're a woman.
We are simple creatures, man.
Own your sexuality. Like just walk up to any man that or woman.
Anybody.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know her sexuality. Maybe she's into women. I don't know. But walk up to somebody and be like, hey, let's go fuck. It's the end of the world. And the most likely 9 times out of 10, that's just guaranteed. Let's go.
Or like you just saved the day. You're about to redeem yourself as a scientist who got, booted from the American government because of your experiments on the on soldiers. You wouldn't want to miss your redemption for anything, would you? Or
you can go fuck in a fire truck.
I'm gonna go fuck in a fire truck. I'm gonna.
That might be my intro. Or we could go fuck in a fire truck.
Man, we're simple creatures. We're clearly not the superior sex when it comes to shit like that.
No, we're fucking monkeys.
We're idiots. We're just weird-eyed blue monkeys, just reacting.
Yeah.
Also,
we may have more. I wouldn't say higher intelligence. We may have more intelligence than most of the animals on this planet, but no, we're still just animals. We're still just dumb animals.
Yeah, as a man in his mid-30s now, it's just like, oh, sex? Okay, yeah, let's go. All right. What about this thing? I do not care.
All right, what do you got next? My last one was Power Man 5000.
That's when we get to Pen is Dying. Then, hold on, let me see if I can make out my light scratches.
You get to Pen is Dying.
I get to Pen is Dying.
I get to Pen is Dying.
I get to the Pen is Dying. I'm going to be writing down, and suddenly all the ink is gone. It's like, where did you go, ink? More bad impressions, take a shot.
Do it now!
Her quitting, but walking out with, like, all the evidence. So...
Yeah, they're worried about the blue monkey corpses.
Yeah, but no... But
sorry, I put a hole in that way too fast.
She just quits, but has all the stuff ready to go. All the information, all the stuff that he looked up and everything.
Did she already have it all packed up?
It was clearly already packed because, like, as they're on their way out, she's like, "Hold on, boof! All right, I quit."
Yeah,
after
because
calling,
in the time, because they got escorted out, and then the time they're still walking to the car, which is next to the front door.
Yeah, and she has time to say, "You're an asshole" to the general, and then
just has her stuff ready
to fucking
like
go.
she put on her jacket and picked him up and fucking walked out. Yeah, I'll agree with you on that.
She was ready to quit, and that is sus.
She was already on
but
her
then
way
she
out.
also when she clumsily drops into Sean William Scott's lap, and he's like, "Oh," she's like, "I'm actually kind of with him." It's like, way to fucking own it, girl. Fuck yeah, dude. It's
that
like,
was pretty funny.
It's like,
She's
it's like,
oh hey, I'm kind of with him.
I'm kind of with him. It's like, oh, it's like you guys haven't done anything yet. It's like, oh.
Damn it, I clipped
And then
that.
the
I'll have to
very,
cut that.
very last thing that I was able to kind of scratch out is just how much I enjoyed David Duchovny's like just dry humor throughout the entire thing. Just the sarcastic, sardonic, just
Which I know we've been praising David Duchovny, and if you've made it with us this far, he's very sexually promiscuous and got in trouble, and that was probably at the height of Aquarius, I think, and.
Well, that's also then he ends up diving into that and dealing with that when he did Californication when it came to things like that.
No, no, it was Californication, not Aquarius.
Yeah,
but he was in Aquarius, right?
I believe so. I went through his whole filmography looking for a comic book connection, and I could not find one.
I think that's David Duchovny. Well, now I'm looking it up, and that's a shot for me.
That's a shot for you. Hold on, I'm looking things up.
Aquarius. That's David Duchovny. That's David Duchovny. But yeah, I feel like that's kind of around the same time where he's like, yeah, but. Thank you for staying with us this long when we're praising David Duchovny so much, and even though he's he's the Tiger Woods of.
So
No, he's not the Tiger Woods.
Is he bad? Is he bad? Like I haven't kept up on David Duchovny.
I don't remember what he did. I feel like
is he just a sex addict?
Yeah, that's all I remember. Is he's just a sex addict.
Not to downplay addiction or anything like that.
But also, I don't feel like he got canceled.
Yeah, I feel like he's still doing stuff. I think. Pretty sure he is.
Let's move on from this subject.
I made myself uncomfortable.
So next one I have is Cells Are Bad.
Cells are bad.
So it all comes full circle because the last enemy is a cell.
Yeah, which
So
they
cells are
originally
bad.
planned on making it more of a humanoid character, but they didn't think that was scary enough, so they decided to go with like the basic cell, which then Julianne Moore covers up great with.
Sometimes
the simplest creatures that are the ones that are able to survive the most, or something like that.
Yeah, you're the most dominant.
Yeah.
But yeah, cells are bad.
Cells are bad.
And then my very last one is, I love how this entire movie is just a advert for Head and Shoulders.
Which that Head and Shoulders commercial wasn't even originally in the script. It was suggested by the director's son. He's like, you always throw in there. He's throwing a Head and Shoulders commercial. Now these guys are doing that. Which also, fun fact, doing my deep dive on that, selenium isn't before, like at the time of the movie coming out, wasn't prevalent in Head and Shoulders. It was in like their heavier duty, like therapeutic, like more medicinal version that they were just rolling out that year that had selenium sulfide in it. So because of that, that's when they started having the selenium because of that. So because of this 102-minute commercial, it ended up changing the entire structure of Head and Shoulders chemically because of this whole fucking movie. All because of selenium. All because they do the Knights move from carbon to arsenic to nitrogen to selenium on the shirt. And just the amount of time... take off your shirt. Let me show you. Like, you can just...
Yes.
It's like, Sean William Scott and those guys are the PG-13 like young man audience. It's like, no, just give you your shirt. Just take it off right now. It's like, yes. It's like, it's just crazy how many times women just take their shirts off for them.
Yeah. So yeah, I feel like that's all of it. We are wrapping up at 50 minutes.
God damn. Okay, yeah, no.
We need to shorten the preamble.
Preamble's gonna be shorter. The post is too long. Like, this is just such a fun fucking goddamn movie.
Highly recommend. If you haven't seen Evolution, please go see Evolution.
I'm gonna do some research on David Duchovny and make myself sad.
Yeah.
I think he's still. Oh, fuck. Orlando Jones is good.